Hello, all you degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. Tonight is X Points 50 Finals. Top two decks of the monthly. Who's playing the best 1993-94 old school cards this month? We have Michael here. This is his deck. He was on just a couple nights ago. He's swinging White Weenie with the red parfait package. I mean, the bolts, the chains, the blood moons, which I like, in a wheel. I mean, nothing like reloading your hand after everything in your deck costs 3 or less to cast. The White Weenie part is, well, it's the Savannah Lions and the Cation Javelineers. The 4 Thunder Spirits, I'm glad to see those get some strong play. I think they're a terrific card. And cards that don't quite make the tier 1 for, say, Atlantic or Swedish can be some top performers here in X Points. White Knights are absolute classic. Pump Knights or Powerhouse, and then the white removal, the most effective removal in the game, 4 Swords and 3 Disenchant. He's got the standard issue Chaos Orb, a playset of Factories. They're tough to deal with. Myriad of Lands. And then his sideboard, look, he doesn't even start with Black Vice, only brings him in, I'm sure, when he's on the play. 1 City in a Bottle, a couple Preachers, Divine Offerings, an extra Disenchant, 1 Sarah Angel. Why? Because the best creature in old school, sometimes you only need 1 of. 3 Red Elemental Blasts, and 1 Fork. Absolutely love the Fork. Hopefully it goes off tonight. That being said, we need to go look at his opponent's deck. And here's a look at his opponent, Brandon's deck. I mean, it's Margarita night at the house, so I'm extra excited to see these two very low to the ground decks. I mean, both of them don't have a card that costs more than 3 to cast in them. Battle it out for the monthly. You call it Lion Dib Bolt. I mean, there's Atogs and Javelineers. Full package of burn in there, bolts and chains and psionic blasts. He does invest in some artifacts for those Atogs to eat. 2 Anka Mishra, a playset of Black Vice. His points are down below that. He's got 1 Pearl, Mock Sapphire, both of the draw 7s, the Time Twister and the Wheel. And his last 2 points are jammed into Mishra's Factory, so very efficient setup. He wants to play his hand out as quick as possible and reload it with one of those draw 7s. Much like his opponent's plan. We can see his sideboard's got a couple Spirit Links. Psychic Purges in case he's playing against discard. 3 Order of Lightbeer, a couple Disintegrate to take out those Regenerators. Extra Ankh, 2 Red Elemental Blasts, and 2 Disenchants. So, I'm ready for the epic showdown. I hope you are too. Let's get on with it. And here we go with game number 1. Michael won the Name That Potato Wedge competition, so he is on the play. Brandon on the sick Albert Einstein playmat is on the draw, and Michael starts off with a banger of a start. City Brass, 1 damage to his face, down to 19, and plays out a Savannah Lions. About as offensive as you can get on turn number 1 with a creature. And no power. Brandon lays down a Plateau, straight into a Sapphire, and answers a Savannah Lion with 1 of his own. Just a pass back to his opponent. See if they want to trade. Oh, that is tough. I always say City of Brasses pair up. They just clump together in the deck. Michael takes another one, and there's a Bolt to the Lion. Michael committing feline abuse. Loses another point, again to tap in that City of Brass, but cracks in for 2 with his Savannah Lions. Total's now 18 to 18. These two are off to a wicked fast start. Brandon playing a Tundra, tapping 2, and laying out an Ankh Mishra. And there's a bolt to the kitty cats right back. I think I hear my phone ringing in the background. I don't know why Pete is calling me. Board's relatively clear. Michael needs to find some mana sources that don't hurt him every time he taps them. Yeah, 2 more life lost. He's done as much damage to himself as anyone. Takes care of the Anka Mishra and plays out a new land, Mishra's Factory. Oh, look at this. Brandon answering back. Another Savannah Lions, followed by another Anka Mishra. Anks are here to stay. He's down to, just looks like 2 cards in hand. I mean, both these players have been absolutely slugging back and forth here. Michael moves around his lands, decides to play out of Plains. Takes 2 more damage, already down to 14. Creature hasn't even swung in yet. Going to 13 for tapping that city again. It plays out a White Knight, so solid answer to the Savannah Lions. I think whoever ends up with a creature on board is going to end up winning this. I mean, I get that's what happens most of the time, but they are just absolutely duking this game out. Brandon tapping 3. Look at this. Dib. Oh, Dib might be hard to answer for Michael. So efficient. Oh, Michael's swinging in. Showing he has something in his hand. That is just a huge bluff. Either way, White Knight comes in for 2. So Michael's on 13, Brandon's on 16. Oh, Michael's taking 2 more damage from the Anka Mishra. Every point of damage Michael's taken has been relatively self-inflicted. I mean, the Anks got 4 in, and then City Brass have done all the other damage. The other 5 damage, but look at this. He has another White Knight out there. Brandon drops to 15 on his upkeep. And he's going to send his Dib cracking in. Michael just taking the 3, dropping to 7. So 7 to 15. Brandon's got 3 in hand. Michael's got 1. And just a pass back to Michael, he can come up with 4 creatures now, 2 White Knights and 2 Mishra's Factories. Decides to move his planes to the other side of the board. See if that's key to his plan. Looks like he's going to go ahead and activate a factory. Yeah, here comes the team. Leaving 1 factory back to be set up to block. The only downside he has is he's got to tap a City of Brass to activate it. Looks like Brandon's choosing not to declare any blockers, taking 6 damage, dropping down to 9. Oh, and look at this. Michael's tapping his other mana source. I'm sorry, tapping City Brass, playing out Chaos Orb, taking points. Upkeep, he's aiming for the Dib. This is going to be an important one. Lining up a shot. Holy shit, it's a hit. Nice hit. The judges from Senegal give it an 8.4. All around good hit there. That was important. Oh, and look at this, though. Fighting fire with fire. Brandon fires off a Psyblast straight back to Michael's face, puts him down to 1, and kills him with the Savannah Lions. That was huge. Down to just the last few life. What a good game. Brandon takes game number 1. So, crazy game number 1. Brandon sneaks in the last 5 points of damage, even though he stuck in 6 against Michael. For the win there, Sonic Blast straight into that Savannah Lions attacking. So Michael's on the play here, plows down a plateau, and taps in immediately for an Acacian Javelineers. Let's see those little Javelineers throw some javelins this go around. Turn sideways, coming in for 1. First damage, game number 2. Brandon dropping down to 19. By the way, both of these players started with 6 in hand. Mulligan starting off game number 2. Oh, strip mine. As he lost his only landed play, Michael chucks a lightning bolt at Brandon's face, and here comes the Acacian Javelineers for another attack. Brandon drops down to 15. Michael's still on 20. He finds that City of Brass. That thing is oh so painful. 1 more damage. Acacian Javelineers is really fucking pulling their weight around here. Brandon drops down to 14. And just a pass. Brandon does have 3 mana sources now, but hasn't been able to put anything together. And here comes that Javelineer again. I mean, a third of this game's already over. Brandon's taken 7 damage. He needs to come up with some answers here. Finds a plateau. First red mana source. Taps 2. Oh, Atog. And a Black Vice. 2 pretty good cards. First point of damage done to Michael, loses 1 off the City of Brass, and he disenchants the Black Vice that's sitting out there. Oh, taps 3, plays out Blood Moon. So, pretty good for Michael there. We'll see if that Blood Moon slows Brandon down. Ooh, Brandon taps 2 to play out another Atog. Seems pretty good. And 1 Atog in for first combat damage, I believe, to Michael. He drops to 17. His Acacian Javelineers have been kind of haltered in their tracks here, but he comes up, with a Pump Knight. That Order of Light Beer is going to be a problem for the Atogs, unless the Atogs can find a buffet of artifacts, that is. Looks like Brandon's tapping a mountain. Chain Lightning. Ouchie. Even the Order of Light Beer is getting blown away here. 2 more Atog damage in. That drops Michael down to 15. Michael gets to attack back, sends in that Acacian Javelineer for 1 more damage. Brandon drops down to 12, and here comes a Thunder Spirit. 2/2 for a striker. That will also shut down those Atogs unless there's an artifact in play. And there's an artifact. Yeah. I think at this point you just keep your first striker up in the air and shove them in over the top. Oh, unless they get lightning bolted out of the sky. Holy crap. Brandon's got some answers here, and Atog's coming again for another 2. Michael drops down to 13. I think we're going to have another really close game here. Cation Javelineers turn sideways. There's a disenchant. Yeah. Ouchie. Atog food taken away from the Atog. And a Savannah Lions comes in play. Looks like Michael picked the Savannah Lions back up. Not sure why. Might be missing something. Brandon finds another mountain there. And sends in the team of Atogs again. Both these players on 11. Brandon dropping down to 10 from the Javelineers. Here comes a Pearl into a Savannah Lions. Well, he must have tapped the wrong mana as that City of Brass had become a mountain. Looks like the Atogs are ready to party. They're getting turned sideways to come in for an attack. Oh, Brandon tapping his Pearl during combat, it looks like. Yeah, gonna feed the Atog. So now he's gonna be coming in for 4. Looks like he's tapping a mountain and an island. Oh, Psy Blast followed by Red Elemental Blast.
Nope.
Michael had a handful of no for that Psy Blast. But he does end up taking 4 damage from the attack. Drops down to 7. So the race is on here. And Michael votes for full steam ahead, sending his creatures right back in. Dropping Brandon down to 7. And just a pass. Brandon tapping 3. Oh, Dib. Yeah. That's what Michael needed to worry about. Dib's tough for his deck to deal with. Yeah, Atogs are turning sideways again. And Michael's taking 2 to the face. And now he has a valid blocker up with that Dib. Oh, but look at this. Doesn't do it when he casts. Wait for the all clear signal and then Red Elemental blast the shit out of that Dib. Well played. I'm sure I would have been throwing that counter as a counter across the room immediately as I saw that Dib come down. Now he can crack back in for 3. He is trying to pull ahead in this race, and he is doing so as we speak. Drops his opponent, Brandon, down to 4 life. Wow. Just an absolute bloodbath between these two. Brandon shows up with a Black Vice. Uh-oh. He's going to be able to feed those Atogs. At least one of them can eat. Brandon tapping a mountain. Ooh, lightning bolt. That's big. Where's he going to apply it at? I don't know if it's going to one of the creatures or Michael's face. Yeah, straight to Michael's face, dropping down to 2. Is this going to be it? And here come the Atogs. See if Michael has an answer. He's down to 2, has 2 cards in hand. They both had 2 creatures. I mean, I could keep going on with the 2s, but it's getting kind of annoying. Each player has 2 planes. I'm done. Ooh, 1 white. Yeah, Swords to Plowshares. And a lightning bolt in response to the Atog eating an artifact. Holy shit. Let's see if Brandon has an answer back. If not, Michael just got 3 of Brandon's cards out of the way for 2 of his. A hell of an exchange. Wow. But that being said, Brandon's up to 5. Yeah, he's going to have an extra turn after this unless Michael tops deck, a burn spell in there. Yeah, crazy back and forth here. And back off to Michael's turn. Rips one from the top. Sends the team in. Drops Brandon down to 2. Pray to the god of top decks here. Brandon pointing to some mana sources, tapping some other ones. Oh, that's big. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Both of these players on 2 life. This is crazy. Oh, Brandon plays out a Volcanic. And looks like, well, he's tapping it. And now he's tapping it. Lightning Bolt. Does Michael have the answer? Oh, shit. Gonna Swords his own lion. That's one way to do it. Goes up to 4, takes 3 from the Lightning Bolt, down to 1. Does Brandon have another answer? Tapping a white plains. Oh, Spirit Link on the Javelineer. Feels like Dirty Pool from here. I love it. Spirit Link being very effective. Oh, shit. I think Michael just top decked a Bolt. Taps his City of Brass Mountain. Does Brandon have an answer? He does not. That is game number 2. These 2 are now 1-1. There will be a game number 3. Very appropriate for X Points number 50 finals. And here we go with match number 3. My Margarita Chalice has been refilled. And as we saw at the end of match number 2, just a couple points of life gain mean the difference. Michael swords off his own Savannah Lions to stave off the Bolt and crack back in for the win. But here we go. Both these players dropping dual lands, and Michael drops the first Savannah Lions. Brandon finds another duel and pumps out an Atog. See if these 2 are going to trade. There's going to be no trade. There's a Chain Lightning to the face of Atog. Into the band, and Savannah Lions cracks in for 2. Oh, here comes an Acacian Javelineer. Michael playing a ton of low efficient spells right off the bat. Brandon building board state with a Strip Mine, tapping 3 for a dib. 3-4 light Powerhouse. 3-4 powerhouse from Arabian Nights. Plateau number 3 coming out from Michael. And he sends the Savannah Lions in. Dib running over to block. Oh, looks like it was a bluff. He pumps out a Thunder Spirit. Wow. Yeah, I mean, world of difference though if he doesn't block. He sneaks in a couple extra damage. Brandon's down to 17 in his upkeep from the Dib. Michael's still sitting on 20. And now the question is, do you leave the Dib back to block? That Thunder Spirit can be pretty effective. Brandon votes no. Dib's an attacker, and Dib is an attacker. Here he comes in for 3. Both these players on 17. 3 being tapped. Oh, Dib has his brother. Well, his other brother, Dib. Yeah, 2 Dibs in play. Does help to block there. Oh, and there's a red elemental blast blasting the face of the Dib that just came into play, and Michael will crack back in for 3 and slam dunk down a white knight. His army's building quickly. Let's see if Brandon has more answers. Brandon tapping 1. Oh, Javelineer of his own. I feel like he's not going to make it past his round of summoning sickness. He's still going to be shit in the bed, I think, when he gets a javelin to the face. I could be wrong. We'll see how this plays out. Brandon turning his Dib sideways. Cracking in for 3 more. Michael drops down to 14. Brandon's on 13. I mean, I think he's right. You got to keep jamming that Dib in. Brandon's left with 3 cards in hand. Michael has 2. Very close game. Oh, there's a javelin.
I can feel it like it's right in my neck. Run!
And he's cracking in for 4 here. Brandon's tapping things. There's a bolt straight to the Thunder Spirit's face. He's only going to get in for 2. Michael gets in for 2, and then, oh, here comes another Savannah Lions. The army keeps on building. He's just powering out everything in his hand, and they're all good, efficient creatures. Brandon's at 10 on his upkeep. He is losing this race. But, yeah, I mean, at this point, you hang the Dib back. Michael's got, 5 damage on board. If he jams everything in. Brandon's tapping 2. Chaos Orb. Okay. Chaos Orb's a real something. I mean, if it wasn't, this channel wouldn't be called The Orb. Let's see what he decides to do here. Just a pass. Wow. Okay. I mean, but Brandon does have himself on a clock. But 1 a turn is a lot better than 5 a turn. Let's see what Michael decides to do here. Yeah, Michael says send him in, full send. Here comes everybody. Dib's getting in front of one of these. You think he has to be, in front of the, Savannah Lions. It's probably the safest as if that first strike gets in, he's got a bolt to follow it up with. It just kills off the Dib, 1 for 1. So Savannah Lions is dead. Michael still gets in for 3. Wow. Brandon had patience, held back the Chaos Orb. Took a couple extra damage from it. then, I mean, Dib's still pinging away his face for 1. He drops down to 6. Michael's on 14 here. Brandon tapping his plateau. Savannah Lions. Alright. More creatures on the board. I mean, yeah, it can be more applied pressure. Chaos Orb can take care of the White Knight. Savannah Lions can play with the Javelineers and trade, and then, you know, if you're just left with that Dib on board, you can jam it for 3 a turn. Yeah, Dib is back on the offense here, cracking in for 3. Michael drops down to 11. Back to a 5-point game here. Michael taking his card for turn. Oh, it's a factory. And it looks like he's going to turn his White Knight sideways. Oh, Brandon activates his Chaos Orb. Oh, there's a Divine Offering. Oh, wow, that was huge. So Savannah Lions takes the damage. Brandon loses 1 on his upkeep. And Brandon passes back to Michael. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough decision to send everything in, or but I mean, there's a strip mine on Brandon's side. Oh, it's a close one. Michael's got the life, but Brandon's got the bigger creature at this point. And it's just a pass. Brandon drops to 4 in his upkeep. Plays out a Black Vice. Brandon's passing. Oh! Michael answers before he takes his draw with a Disenchant on the Black Vice. Looks like Michael's got 2 in hand. Brandon's still got 3. And it looks like Michael's just passing back to Brandon, forcing him to do something as that Dib slowly eats him alive. Brandon tapping 3. Oh, shit. Playing the wheel. Discards an Ankh. And Michael discards Disenchant and the Plains. I think Brandon had one other card in there I just couldn't see. Spin that wheel. Wow. This is all the way down to it. I mean, Brandon needs an answer here. Almost needs like a Diamond Valley. Even then, he's going to still need to answer his opponent's creatures. He does find a factory, so that is something. And just a pass back to Michael after that. See if Michael can do something with the 8 cards in his hand. He has a strip mine. Factory dead. Time to load up the team. Taps 2 for a Chaos Orb. Oh, that's something. Yeah. Make it go flippy flippy. Uses White Knight as a target. Huge hit. Oh, Judge is given a 9.9. Dib is down. Activates a factory. Come swinging in. Oh, Brandon is out of answers. Wow. Good work, Brandon. Making number 2 for X Points 50, and a big congratulations to Michael for duking it out, beating to death the whole field, and taking down the monthly. As always, thanks for watching The Orb.